what's up, y'all? Welcome back. And today, we're starting a first-gen farm. So, I get it. You're asking why am I not on a farm right now? Well, we're kind of like in the middle of moving into the farm. Well, actually, we just finished. And this house just got sold, so I basically am packing up fully today to move out to my farm. Now, it's a little overkill for a first-gen farm. We'll just say that. It's a grain farm. We aren't running cattle, at least yet. We might run cattle in the future, but as of right now, I don't know. So this is my pickup. It's a 2001 XLT. It's got the 7.3 power stroke, not the 6.0, so it's a little more reliable. 6.0s are pretty reliable though once you fix them, in my opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I've just kind of based off facts and stuff. This is my 1967 or 72, something like that. I don't even remember the year. I just bought it, and yeah. It's in attempted olive green, I guess you could say. It's not fully there, but it's there. But yeah, we're living in a neighborhood that's gotten mad at me because I have a trailer and two trucks when you're only supposed to have one truck or one car, because it's a bit of a weird neighborhood, even though there's 2-car garages. It's just one of those neighborhoods, I guess you could say. So I'm moving out. The reason why I haven't already been on a farm is mainly because I couldn't afford one. But then I found this good deal on a grain farm, and it's pretty big. That's why I bought it. But yeah, so first gen farm. So we're gonna pull out. Try not to take out my neighbor's mailbox. I've already taken it out like once. I don't need to do that again. Oh god, I almost hit. Okay, yeah, we survived. Alright, let's pull on out of here. They got some weird speed limit restriction here, too, so I think we're going to take the dirt road. No, we aren't going to. Well, I guess we're taking the dirt road already, so, yeah. It's the old mill co-op, or one of the co-ops. Yep. Honestly, no cop, no stop. Let's go. No, I'm kidding. We're going to drive decently, realistically, I guess. This thing's rolling cold today. But yeah, so I'll see you guys when I'm getting closer to the grain farm. Well, there's the river passing through here. We're almost to the farm. It's a little bit of a drive, I'll say that. So there's the big cattle farm. I believe they call it Apex or something. Apex Cattle Ranching or something like that. But here we are. Yeah, I know. Big grain farm, but that's it right there. That's our first gen farm. It's a little crazy, but it was a good deal. I could afford it, and I could afford a couple things to go with it. Some of them were handed down from my grandpa, who used to own a grain farm. Not this grain farm, that's why I'm a first gen farmer, I guess you could say. First gen on this grain farm. I didn't help him at all. He lived in Nebraska. This is Iowa. So, let's go check out the equipment. I gotta get a dog soon anyway, but yeah, here we are. This is our seeder. It's not crazy big. It's not overkill or anything. This is our corn header because we are running mainly corn on this operation. It's our little cultivator for tillage. Got our nurse trailer. I believe that's what they call it, right? Nurse trailer. And then we also got our fertilizer application right here. P&K, I believe, is what it runs. I'll have to recheck before I do anything. Okay, let's just open the door. Nothing too crazy. I'm not using that shop right now. I think I'm gonna rent it out so it can give me a little bit more income. Those are our gravity wagons, older Brent ones, right? I think they're Brent. It's been a while. But here's our international. It's the turbo. Then we have our 1206 over here. Another international Farmall 1206. And then we have our MX 285 case. This is our big boy. And then we also have our combine, the 2166. So that's all for our equipment on the farm. Nothing crazy, because I got a good deal and I'm gonna rent that out. So let's go park our stuff, and I guess we'll start working. I get that it says January up top. It's a little weird. There's no seasons in this game, so we could just say it's spring right now and we can start planting. Alright, so I get it. I said I have to get a dog. Well, I actually have this puppy. I get it. He's a little bit big for a puppy. But, I don't have a name for him yet because I literally got him like 2 days ago before I moved into this farm. Yeah, he rode with me in the truck, even though you couldn't see him. But yeah, so this is our dog. Tell me down below what we should name him, and then I'll put a vote out for everybody who got like the most liked, I guess you could say, name, if that works. So yeah, that's our dog. I want to name him Rex or something, but I would definitely like to hear some of your guys' suggestions because maybe you have a better name than Rex. I bet some of you do. But let's get started on planting. Well, maybe fertilizing. Alright, so if you'd like to see more of the first gen farm or anything on American farming, tell me down below because I enjoy making these videos. Also, the Big Time Cattle Ranch will return soon. I just gotta figure out some stuff with it because it's a little weird. Because, like, off camera for a while, I was just working on it, and now I gotta go back into that timeline of what we had. But let's hook up to our planter and get planting on that field over there. Alright, let's pull on over here. This thing rolls a little bit of coal, I realize that. It's a bit of an older tractor, but let's unfold our planter. Okay. Now let's just check, let's try to do this really quick and I'll hop out and just see how everything's planting after like a first pass. Everything seems to be fine coming out of the planter. Now we do have one issue, is I don't know if we have enough seed today to finish this field. I mean, we'll finish it. Just I don't know about today because as you can see, I'm not too high on seed. I might be able to get a little bit more seed though later. It's just we're trying to save money here as we don't have a whole lot. We have enough to survive, but we don't have a whole lot. And here's a problem, is the fact that the corn market could always rise up, rise down. Depending on the time that this grows, that'll be like a whole year. And then after, well, not a whole year, more like 6 months, more like 6 to 8 months or something like that. I would have to look. But by the time this grows, who knows what position I'll be in with my money. So I'm going to have to definitely find a side job to get working. So that's why I'm going to rent out that big shop over there, probably. And maybe I'll start a haying business or something. Maybe I'll do some haying. I don't know, this is a little bit of a source of income because there is a point to sell hay, I believe. I actually haven't looked into that. But yeah, so let's just keep on planting. Alright, so since this is going to take a while, but I don't have any helpers on the farm, I'm going to be planting by myself. So I'm going to put a little time lapse up on the screen of the planting and how it goes and everything. So yeah, enjoy the time lapse, guys. Alright, y'all, so that was the headlands pretty much of our field. That's kind of all the time I have for you guys today. So thanks for tuning in to the First Gen Farm. Really appreciate it. Tell me down below if we should continue the series or not, or do a dairy farm series or whatever. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. And goodbye.